So when I was in high school, it was sort of interesting. I was so nervous about being around girls because I was attracted to girls and I didn't sort of know what to do about my feelings, and I hadn't come out at this point. And so I kind of just was one of those people that hung around with guys, only guys. I felt comfortable with dudes, playing footy, a bit of a tomboy. So all the girls in the school kind of started thinking that I was trying to take their boyfriends, or, you know, I was trying to get up close and personal with all these different guys, and which was so far from the truth. And I think that at one point I went, you know what, I'm just going to come out. I'm just going to tell them that, no, I'm not interested in your boyfriend. I think you're kind of cute, but I'm a lesbian, you know. And I thought that would actually, I knew there'd be some people that would be a bit adverse to it, but I kind of thought that would help the situation. And so I came out when I was about 12, and it didn't. Everyone just, if you didn't hate me, you did then. So it was like, oh my God, she wants to have boyfriends, now she's in love with all of us, you know. And the homophobic kind of sort of hate and bullying just overtook everything. It took it to a whole new level. And it got to a point where I'd been so open with people, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I felt like that was just how I was born. And it just led me into this big spiral of depression. You know, I just felt isolated. I felt alone. I felt like the only gayer in the village, so to speak. It was just a horrible, horrible, lonely existence for me. And it's, you know, as sad as that is, once you acknowledge that as a fact, it's like, okay, so we obviously do not want these suicide rates to be where they are right now. It's the leading cause of death in boys and girls under 25. That's seriously scary when you think about it. So if you look around your class and you look into your friendship circle, or you look into yourself, and you can kind of work out and educate yourself on what the signs are that you may be suffering from depression, then you can change somebody's life. You know, it's that easy. If you see someone being bullied, you know, maybe it's not a safe situation for you to put yourself in the middle of. Maybe you're going to feel like you're going to be a social outcast if you publicly sort of declare your love for someone and sort of say, you know, stop that. But there's other ways you can go about it. Imagine if you just walked up to them afterwards, no one's around, and you just walk up and you go, hey, I saw what happened, are you okay? I didn't have anyone do that for me in high school, and that's okay, but now I can be part of that change, where people do see the signs in someone and go, oh, I'm a bit worried about John, you know, he's not acting himself, he looks down, and he's, you know, acting like he's sort of separating himself from his friends, and go up and say, hey, are you all right? And he's not necessarily going to pour his heart out to you and tell you what he's feeling, but he'll take that home with him, and that may be the most important pivotal moment of his life. He may just go, oh my God, somebody else noticed me. They noticed that I wasn't okay, and I'm not. And maybe I might need to see someone. And that's when he might make that decision to walk into Headspace. He might just go online. He might go see a doctor. He might talk to his parents. But he may not do that if someone doesn't help him realize that that's what's going on. So it's all about the other people taking action that will make the big difference here. And I guess that's why this campaign is so important. You know, the Fifth Army, man, it's about everybody joining together. You know, it's not like there's three separate things that you can do. You can either, you know, be being bullied, so you join the bullying division, or someone was homophobic to you, so you join the homophobic. It's what you need to do is join all of them. Join them because your brother might be getting bullied, or maybe your best friend is experiencing, you know, homophobic taunts, and get yourself sort of educated on all of them so that you can actually sort of be a know-all, you know, like you can actually go, okay, I've got my head around depression, and now I can see and look out for all my friends. Got my head around bullying, understand it a lot better, know how I can do something to help this, and get my understanding around homophobia. I mean, it is such a small thing to do to then help the community at large change, like finally change, because something needs to, and we know that. And this is where it starts.